Hello to all my friends out there. Hi you guys. I want to make a vegetable stir fry. So at some point I bought sausages on sale. So I can get good sausages pretty reasonable if I watch out for them. So I'm going to make a vegetable stir fry. This could be any kind of meat, but I want to make enough for today and tomorrow after I get home from the gym. These are fully cooked. You don't have to cook them. Most people do though. These would be good in some pork and beans. These would be good with some sauerkraut. I like to eat hot dogs with rice and sugar. You know, rice and sugar on the side. Well, these are really sausages, but when you're making a stir fry with meat and vegetables, they say fry the meat separate. So this won't take long, but let me get started so it doesn't take too long. Okay, so the birds are excited. The birds want to say hi. They haven't been making a peep. Okay, where are those sausages? So here they are. What I want to do, I'm eating my freezer down. Let's see, I think it was about 12 beef mild hot dogs. So I usually buy them at grocery outlet. So today I was watching a video and it was reported that one of the men in Japan just started cooking at home rather than get a second job because the food inflation is 30% in Japan. And the food is the second most high expense. So I was telling my son that I used to save $1 a day, but in the last 2 days, I picked up just a couple things and it was $40. So I thought, you know, you need to save $1.25 a day. So that is 25% more. So I think the inflation here is 25%. I don't think it's maybe it's 5% this year. I think that's what they're reporting. But I have some olive oil. I usually buy 3 of these at a time. And this is the flaxseed milk I made last night. This stuff is one of my better ones. I just put 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed and 1.5 cups water, and I ground it. That's my peanut butter jar. I'm starting to find uses for them. And I just ground it several times. You know how my blender cuts off, but I could hear these are 2 green onions I grew in my yard, and I went out there in the dark and I had to feel around, which is kind of scary because, you know, the coyotes and the bobcats are up there. So I have these green onions to go on top of my stir fry that I grew. And all I did is I took the end of my green onions with the roots and I stuck them in dirt. So this is something easy you can grow in a windowsill. And they'll come in handy, just like tonight. Oh, I gotta get some ketchup out. I almost forgot that. Okay, so with when I make stir fry, it's salt, pepper, and sugar. But you can use ketchup. So tonight I'm going to use ketchup. So it's going to be salt, pepper, and ketchup. And I think it will taste good. I told you guys about the Featureman coleslaw. It was mayonnaise, pickle relish, and a little ketchup. That's a good one too. And then I'll put a little bit of crushed red pepper I have some green chives. And then there's not much to this. I want to make some vegetable stuff. For the past 2 days, I had some two or three high carb meals. Even though they were good meals, I thought, these just don't do the trick for me. I think I do better on low carb. 3 tablespoons of rice is about good for lunch. Today I had egg whites, bacon, and I had some of the homemade bread I made. That was good, actually. And so I'll just move my, so instead of saving $1 a day, like if you need a little trip to the store and you don't really want to take money out of the bank, and you have saved this $1 a day, that's not going to do it. It has to be at least $1.25 now. So that gives us some idea of the inflation. And then I had oatmeal. So between the oatmeal and the homemade bread, I think that was a little bit too much. So I'm going to be rethinking the oatmeal. I mean, oatmeal is good, but for me, I don't know. So I just want to stir fry my my sausages. Good. What I'm trying to find is good meals that will work every single day. This came with teriyaki sauce, but I used it on my chicken. Okay, so I'm going to take my meat out. These sausages are good. Getting into the habit of getting your food that you're going to... These sausages have been in the freezer for ages. So I'm eating my freezer down, and then I'm putting only meat and cheese back into it. I'm taking everything out. Uh-oh. I want to start eating more veggies within reason, not to the point where I'm going, this is like bread. Uh-oh, it's a snap pea. I gotta have that in there. What's good about this is you can cut all your veggies up in little pieces, and any kind of variety of vegetables, whatever you have. I used to be able to buy these really good tea assortments in the 99-cent only store, but now 99-cent only is going out of business. So this one is delicious. This is black tea, peach tea. And then I had a big, what I'm trying to discover is longer lasting veggies. So I have the squash back here. I don't know if you can see them. And the apples are long lasting. And I have a sweet potato, and these stir fry packages. I'm going heavy on the meat because I have been on a low carb diet all of my life, just about, and I just can't deal with all those carbs. I mean, I can't imagine eating whole grains, rice, beans. No, I'd be in misery doing that. So that I would rather just buy my my meat sheet and spend a little bit more on the veggies. These mild sausages are nice. Also, you can put these, remember last night I showed you guys the packets I made? Okay, I'm going to cover these for just a minute. I'll just put my green onions in there. Those will taste good. I was going to put them on top. Okay, so now. So, I've been working on the stockpile all day, you know, neatening it up. What do I need? What do I have? So I noticed I still have at least 6 boxes of crackers because I would use those just like bread. But I also want to make bread, be able to make bread at all times. And the latest thing I discovered is how to make really good bread with my pancake mix. And I discovered I have quite a bit of pancake mix. 6 boxes of shelf-stable milk. Okay, the Walmart $20 bag made cheese that I really didn't like. So I had to say to myself, maybe I don't like this powdered milk. I mean, if the cheese is not to my liking. So once I drink this powdered milk up, I'm probably not going to buy that anymore. Okay, so I'll put a little crushed red pepper. This is going to be good. I have to measure this in my hand because if it's too hot, I'm not going to enjoy it at all. Okay, I have a little chives. You do need some kind of onions, I think, in a stir fry. And I have my homemade onions, homegrown. And then I try to get good sea salt. And you're not supposed to use ionized salt in your pickles, but you know, I kind of do. Salt. But if you don't have ketchup, just use salt, pepper, and sugar. But this is going to taste good, guaranteed. This could be canned meat like Spam. Spam would be really good. Peas and carrots, frozen usually, you know, whatever you have. And then a little ketchup. Did I put ketchup in? Oh, did I, like I was so quick I didn't notice? So then I'll put a little soy sauce on. This is one thing I want to keep in my stockpile at all times. This isn't the only thing I use. Once you get good at these stir fries, also, if you should happen to need to be on a diet, God forbid, this is a good thing. You can make your veggies as crispy as you want them. You know, the bowls, the Asian bowls are expensive and they're really easy to make. That's how easy they are. These are good. So here we have it. Okay, so life is good. Here's my my soybean. I'm being very careful. I think I might have 1 or 2 left out there. So okay, so I'm pretty sure the food inflation here is 25%. I have a case of soup. This would be like my major meal, and then I usually have breakfast and lunch. Sometimes I eat it in the middle of the night. I have a case of fruit, a case of vegetables, rice, beans, and big bags of nuts. So if you go through all of your food in the house and you start looking at it in categories, you can discover exactly what food you need. Okay, so after the discovery that I really didn't care, I could have put more veggies in here. After I discovered that I really didn't like the Walmart milk, I checked to see what other milk I had, and I had quite a bit. I want to talk to you guys about a video. It's called Grandma Makes 500-Year-Old Hash Browns Recipe in Carpathian Mountain Village by Gullion Jones. So what it was old-fashioned hash browns. Now hash browns are getting old. So what I'm doing is I'm sprouting my potatoes, and this is one thing I have high hopes of growing. And you don't need you don't really need a garden. You can just plant those in big pots. I might do that because I'm having issues. Okay, so I noticed, I'm going to watch this video a couple times. I'm going to put it on my X for you. So I noticed one thing near the house, they had firewood. Okay, I have a lot of fireplaces, but I don't have a lot of firewood. She also was cooking on a butane stove outside. When I worked in various shops, you know, the one where my boss said, "Why are you working there?" They were cooking butane stoves inside, which I thought was very dangerous. But I am going to be buying a butane stove. She had various indoor plants like herbs and stuff, but she also had green onions outside, and she had a little garden that looked like probably going all the time. Also, I spied metal bowls, plates, pots, and pans, and they had a well. Also, I heard some roosters. My son got a chicken coop today. So they also had a tin roof on their house. So I am going to be gleaning what I can. And this was in some cold region. I don't know where. And the hash browns, I think here's what was in the hash browns. And she fried them in pretty deep oil, and they came out substantial like hamburgers. So I want to learn these recipes and, you know, grow some potatoes or buy 5 or 10 pounds of potatoes. Potatoes is not what it really got to me. It was the combination of French fries and oatmeal. So I haven't been an oatmeal eater or a cereal eater all my life, so I'm not sure if I'm staying with that. But I am staying with more veggies because I've been studying the life extension. And I'm also checking out these videos, you know, how people have gotten by in days gone by, and then concentrating on stockpiling milk so I can have more dairy and eggs and cheese and peanut butter. So that's why you need, and also nuts so you can have nut milk. This is not bad. I can do this. If you let it settle, then it's very clear milk. It doesn't have any nuts floating around in it. So that was one thing I took away from the food bank. If you don't have much meat, you want to go for dairy, peanut butter, and eggs. And those are a lot less expensive. I think eggs are still 15-20 cents each. Here in this town, I see people buying like crates, two and three of them, which kind of indicates that people are eating a lot of eggs. You know, for a while there, they said, oh, don't eat too many eggs. That's bad for you. How about no food? How about no protein? How about no milk? You know, I ate all my yogurt. When you have yogurt, you tend to eat more, like if you make it yourself. And I saw an interesting video on the yogurt. So she heated her milk like I do. I just heat the milk to almost a boil, and I hold it there about 30 minutes. I put here's the pan I use. I fill this with water and I boil it and cover it with foil, and I put it into the corner of my stove. Then I heat the milk, any kind of milk. I used the Walmart powdered milk, and it was just fine. And then I heat that to almost boiling, and I hold it there to get a firm yogurt. And I cool it. So what she did was she cooled the yogurt, and then she poured it in the jars, and then when the milk was cool, she then just put the yogurt the room temperature yogurt straight into the jars. So if you're making, it depends. So like for one jar, she only used like a heaping tablespoon, where I use like an 8-ounce portion for like 3-4 ounces of milk. Okay, you guys, I think that is about it for tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all. Bye. See you tomorrow.